In this video, we're going to create our web API with the .NET CLI. So for that, we're going to shift right click here, open PowerShell window here. Of course, you can use whatever terminal you want. And here I will say .NET new in order to create a new application using the .NET CLI. But I will press enter first just so that you can see all of the templates that I have in my machine. I can create console applications, class libraries, WPF applications, and so on. In our case, what we're looking for is this web API template that we have here, which is an ASP.NET Core Web API application. So I will say .NET new web API -o movies API, and I will press enter. And this is going to create our project. And now I can cd through movies API, and from here I can say code dot and press enter to open our project in Visual Studio Code. So here we have our application. If you get this message, and you should get it if you install the C# extension like I told you to do so in a previous video, just click yes. So in this way it will be easier for you to debug your application. But here, as you can see, we have controllers. We have our weather forecast controller, just like we saw in a previous video when we created our web API with Visual Studio. And now what I want to do is to run this application. So for that, I will open terminal here, new terminal, because I like to do this from the terminal in Visual Studio Code. Here I can say .NET run, and I'll press enter. And let me go up here, and as you can see, we have this HTTPS URL. I will press Ctrl and click here, and this will open our application. And although we have this problem, there is nothing wrong with this. That is because we don't have anything on the root of our application. But if we go to Swagger, you can see that we get our Swagger page here, and I can go to weather forecast here. And as you can see, just like in the previous video, we have this response here. Now, just in case, if you are getting some sort of error here, some sort of HTTPS error, you have to do the following. First, you need to close this. You need to close all of the instances of Google Chrome that you are using. Then you need to come here and press Ctrl+C in order to stop executing your application. Next, you need to write the following command: .NET dev search https --trust. What this is going to do is that this is going to install a development certificate in your machine. In that way, you are going to solve the error. Of course, as I just said, this is a development certificate, so it is not for production, but it will be enough for development. So I'll press enter. And in my case, I already have a valid certificate installed, so I got this message. But in your case, you may have a pop-up on a screen and you will have to click yes. And then after that, you can come here and say .NET run one more time, press enter, and then you can open your application. And again, remember that you had to close all of the instances of Google Chrome so that this change takes effect. But after that, you should be able to use your application without any issues.